Namaskar, Wing Commander Santosh Sharma, founder of White Lotus Spirituality, Bangalore, India. As I had told you earlier, that we'll be starting a new series called the Yogas. In the last videos, we talked about 9 grahas. Before that, we talked about 1 Mukhi to 21 Mukhi Rudraksh. So now we are going to make a series which will be covering all kind of yogas. But I will not be covering those yogas which are unheard of or which are not very useful. Because the idea is not to make you an astrologer. Idea is to create some kind of awareness about these yogas. When the astrologer tells you that you have this yoga or that yoga, you should at least understand what is he talking about. What are these combinations? What happens when these combinations are there? And I'll be focusing more on the negative yogas because negative yogas can destroy your life, demolish all our success plans, disrupt our marital life, and create downfall in our job and profession. Sudden the financial losses, sudden accidents in life, palpitation, heart fail, nervous breakdown. I think that will be more appropriate and useful. Knowing about many yogas and trying to become a pandit has not to take us anywhere. We are all people, working people. We have our business, we are industrialists, we are politicians, we are in military services, we are doctors, engineers, lawyers, software engineers, developers, CEOs, financial advisors. You see, we are the people staying in this world. In this worldly life, we want to ensure that we have 4 forms, 4 stages in equilibrium, in balanced state. That is Kama, Artha, Dharma and Moksha. Kama is basically the enjoyment of life, pleasures of life and also the work. Artha means money, wealth, and also the meaning of life. And Dharma means our dharana, our persistence of our life. And the moksha, the liberation, the meditation, and different kind of yogic practices which gives bliss to our soul. So there should be a balance. We should be physically, mentally fit, good. We should be well off financially, that we don't have to borrow money from the bank and other people. Our mental health, physical health should be robust. We should have security in the relationships. We should have joy. We should have bliss. We should have faith, trust. We should not be having jealousy, inadequacy, insecurity, escapism, blame games, etc. So that is the basic purpose of doing this series of yogas. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe today. To start with, I want to talk about one yoga called the divorce yoga or the Vivaha Vichcheda yoga. Marriage, the marital life, disruptions, combinations which can disrupt marriage, we will talk about in this video. The marriage house is basically the 7th house in the chart. 7th house as indicated on the picture. 7th house, if it's occupied by Mars, Rahu and Saturn, then you will have a lot of issues in the marriage. There is another combination of Buddha Graha, Mercury, that also can create problem in the marital life. First, let us talk about the Mars. Mars and Rahu can disrupt the marriage, creating fights between the couples. Lot of friction, fights, shouting, blaming each other, anger flying left, right. Rahu, total agitation. Feel like running away from the marriage. The husband or the wife, they don't want to come back home from the workplace. Rahu can do that. Saturn can create a lot of sadness in the marriage. The whole marriage looks so barren, like a desert. There is no warmth. And the life is insipid. Marital life, no sexual pleasures, nothing is happening actually. You're just staying together to pay EMIs and pay the school fee of children, or maybe you have some kind of other loans, you have taken a car, a vehicle. You want to lead a luxurious life, like you want to have a car, good house, children should study in the school, colleges, etc. But for that you require double engine income. Both have to work, so you have to pull in the money. To pull in the money, you stay together. Yes, so-called wife and husband. These are all things can happen. These kind of things can happen because of Saturn. Now I was talking about another graha, Mercury, Buddha Graha. Buddha Graha can really disturb the marriage, means extramarital affairs can happen if the Mercury is there in the 7th house. Possibility I am talking about. So that will also going to rock the marriage definitely. And the planetary energy or another graha which are sun, Surya. If the sun is there in the seventh house, then it will create a soul separation between the husband and wife. What is soul separation? Means they may be staying together physically, even if they are having sex also and producing children also, they are not together at a soul level. At the core level, they are separated. So what happens in such cases? That if the husband is there in Bangalore, the wife will try to take a transport to Pune. If the husband goes to Pune, the wife will try to go to Delhi. They want to stay separated. As long as they are separated and they are staying separately, there will not be any friction. The sun will separate them, so they will continue as husband and wife. But the moment they stay together, and I know such many cases, practically have seen this happening to people. So when they start staying together, then they can feel that, there's no connection between them. The sun can do that. So Mars, Rahu, Saturn, Sun and Mercury. These are the 5 planetary energy or the graha. We'll be using the word graha because graha influences you. And in one of the videos I had talked about the difference between the graha and the planet, etc. First video in the astrology series. If you have not watched, do watch that. So these kind of things can create a lot of disturbance in the marital life. When the Mars Mahadasha, Antardasha starts, or the Rahu starts, or the Saturn starts, the Sun or the Mercury who are sitting in the that 7th house, when their time starts, we call it Mahadasha, Dasha, Antardasha, Pratantardasha, etc. Then they start manifesting. So many people say, no, my marriage life is absolutely fine. Like I was saying one chart yesterday, the Saturn and the Moon sitting there. Moon is not good in that chart. Moon also. The sitting in the 7th house is not good for marriage. It will create friction. It will create sadness. So, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Saturn, Rahu, all these grahas can create a disruption, divorce, fights, animosity and separation in the marriage. Now the question is that if these things are there in the wife's chart, husband's chart is okay, then what happens? It may get balanced. The husband's chart has all these problems and the wife's chart is clean, good chart, then also it can be managed. Somehow it will go, divorce may not happen. Another thing before I finish this video, I would like to tell that even if this graha I told you, like Saturn, Rahu, Mars, etc. are not sitting there, but they're aspecting it, looking from different other houses to this house, then also it will disturb the marital life. So drishti, the aspecting, will create possibility for disruption, but they're sitting there, the possibility is 90%. So you should be careful. Now if you have all these kind of things, what should you do? Should you say that my fate, my chart only all these grahas are sitting there, so my marriage is doomed? No. That kind of statement is fatalistic statement, I would say. Bhagyabadi. We have methods, we have process to resolve these issues. For this planetary energy which are bad and they are in the 7th house, you should never ever wear any kind of gemstones related to this. For example, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Rahu, Saturn and Sun. Don't wear gemstones, don't touch. Only use Rudraksh because Rudraksh are converters. Converts the negative energy to positive energy. So there are methods, ways, pariharas and Rudraksh usage to come out of this kind of Vivaha Vichcheda yoga or the divorce yoga. It's possible to solve this kind of problems. Thank you very much. In the next video, we'll be talking about something interesting. In the next thing, we'll be talking about another combination called Angaraka Yoga. Angaraka Yoga means energy. Angara is burning charcoal. Angaraka Yoga, what can it do to you? If you're not subscribed, do subscribe right now. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.